Well, hello everyone. I hope that your day is going absolutely amazing whenever this video finds you. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Alyssa. It is so nice to meet you. I hope that you consider subscribing and hanging around with us. If you are not new here, I am so glad that you're back today and planning with me and this beautiful Dash of Sun Designs spring kit. It has got all of the soft, gorgeous colors with perfect silver foil, and I love this kit so much. I'm also pairing it with these date dots from the shop as well. You can buy this with the kit or you can buy it separately. This is me starting off our videos with style and hitting the camera with my hat, which I did end up taking off because I knew if I hit it once, I'm gonna hit it 100 more times. So yeah, that's kind of it. I do have this gorgeous sun streaming through the window. You know me, I prefer natural light to studio lights. And I know a lot of you guys said that you love the natural light as well. So here we are with those beautiful, gorgeous shadows. I am not 100% sure how much I liked filming at this time. Normally I tend to film a little later in the day because it's not so directly in here where you get the shadows, but I had a bunch of stuff I had to do that day because it is officially my full day out of isolation today when I'm filming this, which is also when I'm doing the voiceover. And I had to get some grocery shopping done. I didn't want to leave it too late because I was also doing dinner. So yeah, this week, little bit of a disclaimer, was not the most interesting week. I apologize. I was in isolation for the entire week. In total, I spent 2 weeks in isolation, and I will kind of go through what I went through this week. It was also my last week of school, so it was a little bit emotional. I wasn't feeling the best, obviously, and yeah, so I am just laying down my washi. My date covers are done, and I really love that Chelsea puts in these really thin, tiny washies, and they're gorgeous in a kit. She's put them in since she's revamped the kit quite a while ago, and it's such a great little thing. She also includes dividers that are the same really thin kind of sticker, so it's beautiful. You'll see how I use them in just a second. They're so cute. And yeah, so here are the dividers. You can use most dividers. I actually use them to break up the date cover and the headers. I find sometimes because the date cover is going to match the header, it tends to blend, and these really thin dividers break it up. Chelsea has also, put out and released a sheet of just the dividers. I asked her, I was like, please Chelsea, please, I want to include them in every single one of my things, my spreads, because they're just so perfect and beautiful and they work so well. And she went and did it, and they just came in on Friday. I also have a discount code for you. Alyssa10 gets you 10% off your entire order plus my freebie. What a great discount. So definitely check her out and grab these. I am going to let you kind of just listen to music while I lay down the rest of these headers and my sidebar, because it's not the most interesting thing to talk about. And once I finish at my sidebar, I will be back and we will talk about the stickers that I popped down and how my week went. So I'll see you in just a bit. Alright, so we are back and I am just popping down the rest of the sidebar. I use botanicals from Christine's Sticker Studio, and it is so cute. Those beautiful big ones. I love them so much. And yeah, and I also use a little tiny, the smaller ones are from Letters to Apollo. The To Do is also from that same date dot cover, our date dot sheet. And yeah, that's kind of where those are from. I'm just popping down my Monday. So I do have my planner here so I can show you all of the goodies and talk about them with you without trying to guess, because I tend to do that sometimes where I forget to actually open my planner. And so, by the way, it's Christine's Paper Studio, not Sticker Studio, Alyssa. Get with it. Remember, I have such bad brain fog, unfortunately. So Monday was the first day that I had any symptoms. If you guys haven't seen my last video, unfortunately COVID did hit our house. It really couldn't be helped, and my fiance ended up catching it, and we went into isolation on April 9th. And I took a test on April 9th as well. He ended up testing positive. I tested negative, but I had a feeling that my negative was a false negative. So I just isolated as well. And on the 12th is when I really started to feel those symptoms. And yeah, they were super mild at first, but as the day progressed, I kind of was feeling it a bit. It started off as just a little bit of a headache for me, a little bit of what kind of felt like the kind of like prelude to a sinus infection. I get sinus infections chronically, like every month or every couple months. I have a super deviated septum. I've always had sinus infections, and it literally felt like a sinus infection was starting. But it was a little too close to comfort for me, where I was just kind of like, nah, I don't think this is a sinus infection. I think this is what's going on. So I had already booked a test on Wednesday just in case my negative was a false negative. I didn't want to take any chances. And I just kept that appointment in case like I started to feel better or in case I got worse. So that was my Monday, kind of did that. I also had my final book club. So for those of you who are new here, I am a gerontology student. I actually graduate from my program this week, and I took a activation coordination gerontology program, and my degree is in gerontology itself. So I study a very cool subject. I study the 55 plus community, which is amazing. Depends on where you are. And mostly I work with retirement and those in long-term care homes. And I also work with those who have dementia and Alzheimer's. I have quite a bit that goes on. My specialty is dementia and Alzheimer's. It's where I actually find my strongest, which is such a cool topic. So it was my final day of placement, and I actually worked with retirement home remotely and ran classes remotely while they were in lockdown. And that was my last book club, and we actually read The Help. If you saw my last video, then I talked about how much I loved it, and it was such a great experience, especially reading The Help with a generation that is my grandparents' generation, which is amazing. And yeah, so the stickers that I used this week, the bears are from Paper Bits Co., both the little sticky bears, the clean bears, and the older bears. And then the beautiful botanical is from Christine's Paper Studio, and letters to Apollo all the way down. I use a divider from the kit, and I also use a scalloped header divider from Simply Beautiful Plants as well. You've seen these in quite a bit of my kits. I do pepper them in quite a bit. And then at the bottom, I use a beautiful little bow box from the Giving Girl, and I use a little side bows or flowers as checklists, just to mark off that I want to tidy the bathroom, my desk, and the nightstand that day. And then I also use a small mandala from Honey Inks, two botanicals from Letters to Apollo. So that was my Monday. And then on Tuesday, I had class. It was a school day. The botanicals there are from Honey Inks and Letters to Apollo. I used just a little checklist to mark off the 3 classes that I had. I had my final psychogeriatrics exam, and I actually ended up walking away with a perfect score on that test, which is amazing. Not to brag, but I'm very proud of myself. I actually ended up getting a full 100 in that entire course, which was very interesting. I loved the course so much. It was such a great course, and I'm very proud of my grade, of course. And then I also had my final management class and my governance. I have governments and seniors, as basically seniors law. I had those classes that day. They're my final classes before my exams the following week. And the school girl with the laptop, I love those. I use them for my class pretty much the entire year, except for like the peppering and of the Panda Bird Designs girl. Those are from Paper Bits. And yeah, little divider is from Sadie Stickers. I love them. I'm going, if you watch the haul coming out the following week, so next Tuesday, you'll see, not this coming Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, I'm doing a haul and putting out for you guys, and I haul those in that as well. And then the girl with the Happy Mail is from Paper Bits as well, down at the bottom. Oh, you'll see in a second. I'm a little ahead of myself. Yeah, so that was kind of my Tuesday, mostly just school. And then I'm just about to pop down the little kind of box from the kit with a larger mandala from Honey Ink. There it is. And this is just to mark off that I had the NYX sale that day. So the NYX had their warehouse sale that they have every couple months. I think it's twice a month that they have it, or seasonally, I can't remember. And I wanted to shop that sale. I actually ended up picking up some underwear, a bra, a onesie, like a jumper onesie to wear out, and a bodysuit. I love their stuff. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you know, like, I rave about them. And then I also filmed that night. I was not feeling well. Actually, that was the day where my symptoms really hit. And it was the first day of what felt like a sinus infection, where like the headache was coming. I felt super plugged. Where my sinuses were concerned, and I was like, this feels like a sinus infection, but I don't like the timing. So yeah, so Wednesday, same thing. I had my living and dying exam that day. I did super great on that exam as well. I had my activation resource exam that day too. It was more like a write-up, more like a case study than anything. And then I also had my field placement class, my seminar class. They threw all of my professors. I only have like 6 or 7 professors. They all came in and threw us a big grad, and then we all cried because they had like a really cute little video, which was lovely. And then I have a divider from Honey Inked under there as well. That little grad that they threw for us, which, oh my God, it's kind of weird, because I'm not graduating really with my class, but I kind of am. Our convocation is June 25th, but I am set up to graduate, which is amazing. So yeah, and then I also used 2 bears from Paper Bits Co. under there, and that was to mark off that I had my COVID test that day, and I had to clean because every other day I was cleaning. You'll see I was just tidying and cleaning, and I just wanted to have this place tidy. So yeah, on Thursday, I got my COVID test results where I did test positive that day. I already knew it. I had been isolating since the 9th anyways. I'd already been isolating for about a week at this point. So, and the way it works here is once you get a positive test, you isolate for 10 days, depending on when your symptoms started. So my symptoms started on Monday. That's when they really got kind of prominent. They kind of started on Sunday, but Monday was the first full day with them. And so I am now officially out of isolation as I film this and do the voiceover. But I did isolate for 10 days. So in total, I isolated for about 15 days. It's been a long 2 weeks, that's for sure. But I'm glad that it's over. And yeah, I have a little pillow up there from Miss and Meow. I kind of just chilled that day. The botanical is from Honey Inked. And then I also marked off that I had my final spelling bees exam. So I used another little bear set from Paper Bits Co., a small mandala from Honey Inked, and that was actually my final day of placement, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I was very, very upset and sad about it, but I had such a good experience with them, and it's super sweet. Now that I'm out of isolation, next week they're actually coming by to do a little like hello, because I live so close to my placement that they actually want to come by and say hello and drop something off for me, and I'm like, okay, very sweet. Very lovely, so amazing. I had such a great time with them. Yeah, the lace divider, that's a new one for me. That is from Bloom Studio. It's so cute. I take absolutely no, finding this. I saw that Shantae from Shantae Plans had it in one of her spreads, and I was like, why do I not have this beautiful, gorgeous lace thick divider? I need it. And so I grabbed it, added it to my collection, and I love it so much. She is the queen of layering. That's why I say I take absolutely no credit for my layering ability. I just watch a lot of videos and I take inspiration for sure, and I am so in awe of her beautiful layering masterpieces that she does. So yeah, under that I popped in that I did my voiceover that day. You can actually hear me that day and hear how not great it was. I was listening back to it and I was like, oh, you can hear how sick I was. Like, how did I not know that I was that sick? The little botanicals there are from Honey Inked, and then the cute little skinny divider there is from Sadie Stickers. The voiceover icon that I use is from Crafts by Towie, and then so is this little edit icon as well. And that was just to put in that I was doing my little voiceover that day. Under that, I used another little bear just to mark off that that is the day that the virus hit my lungs, because it did go straight down to my lungs. I could feel it Wednesday night, but I actually said Wednesday night, I was like, I could feel it, it's going into my lungs, because a cough was starting. And then Thursday I woke up with a burn. It was not fun. It was not a fun few days for me. It didn't last that long. I am very thankful for the first vaccine. I definitely think it would have been so much worse for me without it, because it went right to my lungs so quickly. So I am very grateful. On Friday, it was like Sale-a-Palooza, where all of the different shops that I love have sales. I popped in an order with a couple of shops, Sadie Stickers, Miss and Meow, but I will say that I kept to my promise. I'm trying to just buy kits that I need. So I pre-plan my weeks. When you see my storage video, I pre-plan my weeks with a little sticker, and that is just to mark off my week, and I slide kits in. So if I have some empty weeks, I know where I need to order stuff. I also started reaching into my kit overstock. I do have an overflow binder for kits that I've been trying to work my way through. Some of them don't fit my style, so I'm trying to decide what I want to do with them. I might do a little giveaway and include them. We'll see. So I bought all the things that day. The Buy All the Things sticker is from Rose Colored Days. The mandala, the botanicals are all from Honey Inked there, and the smaller one you'll see in a minute is actually also from Honey Inked. I don't put it down quite yet. And that's what's going on there. The edit, again, is from Crafts by Towie. I edited my video and uploaded it that day for Saturday. And the two little bears are from Paper Bits Co. One is to mark off that I cleaned again, and the other one is to mark off that I was still not feeling well. Shocker. Yeah, and then Saturday, I kind of vegged that day. Saturday, my video went live, so you'll see that in a second. My chest started to clear, so I could feel my lungs clearing that day, so I was definitely coughing. In total, my symptoms lasted probably about 5 or 6 days, no more than a week. And that was from the Monday straight through, to the Sunday. So probably about 6 days. It was starting to clear. I was starting to get my energy back. I did, however, on Thursday, lose my taste. I actually looked at my fiance and I was like, I think I'm losing my taste. He's like, you're drinking water. And I'm like, no, like I'm losing my taste. And sure enough, Thursday, I lost my taste, lost my sense of smell. Funny story how I learned it. My mom could smell the Lysol because I was Lysoling and I couldn't. And apparently the room was like really, really lemony. So, that's how that happened. She ended up smelling the Lysol. And I went and tried to smell my Bath & Body candles, and there's nothing. I also had some pretty bad brain fog. So a lot of the things that are like really hit me, I still have. So things like the smell, the brain fog, and the taste, those are all still gone. But everything else is fine, and I feel perfectly fine now. So it's kind of interesting how quick it hit and how fast it went away. But yeah, my Saturday, that's again, my Plan With Me went live. I chilled that day. The little sleep mask is from Miss and Meow. That little scallop vine is from Panda Bird Designs. And again, some more Honey Inked dividers and some more florals from Christine's Paper Studio. I do have a code for you. Christine's Paper Studio is Alyssa 30 for 30% off your entire order. Her and Simply Beautiful plans are both in the Made in Canada sale, so check them out. My code for Simply Beautiful plans is Alyssa, and that gets you 15% off your entire order. That night, I kind of just chilled. I did Netflix, I teed, and I rest. That's all I did. That was my Saturday. Sunday, I did even less. I organized a little bit. I cleaned because my energy came back that day. Those scripts are from Simply Beautiful Plants, and the botanical, again, is from Honey Inked. And then the Tired AF script that I'm pulling out is from Letters to Apollo. So a lot of my florals and my embellishments, this kit, were from Honey Inked. What do I have here? Honey Inked, Christine's Paper Studio, Letters to Apollo, those beautiful botanicals from that $2 Tuesday about a month or so ago. And yeah, I'm just throwing in some embellishments. You're going to see a study script in a second from Murdoch Talks, and that was just to mark off when I studied, because I actually did go through my notes. But yeah, so that is that is really my spread. I'm sorry it wasn't a really exciting week. I promise you next week will be, because I actually come out of isolation the following week, and I have exams, and all of this more interesting stuff starts to begin to happen, and stuff comes in. So yeah, that is that. I'm going to leave you here while I fill out my sidebar with all my little extra goodies and add in these little tiny beautiful embellishments. I hope that you stay safe, and I hope that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already and hang out with us. As always, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm always on there, and I'm super chatty on there, and I love talking to you guys so, so much. Stay safe, have a really good time, and I will talk to you super soon. Bye!